Tonight, a new pipeline understanding.
Today we're turning a corner.
A new carbon price deal and a pipeline construction timeline. Cat rescue. A large number of animals saved from a hoarding situation. And rallying for Ryland. Red Deer shows support for a teenage assault victim.
CTV Calgary. Local breaking news with Sean Frenet.
Good evening. It's a major step toward becoming an energy superpower. That's what the Prime Minister says about a new agreement with Alberta. Mark Carney signed a new deal with Premier Danielle Smith that could expedite a pipeline to the West Coast. Tim Brooke reports.
Final signatures on a federal agreement, and Alberta's Premier is thrilled.
This is a good day for Alberta and a good day for Canada.
Danielle Smith and PM Mark Carney finalized an energy deal Friday that will push the expected carbon price to $130 a ton by 2040, not 2030 as originally planned. But the real headline here is what it all means for a pipeline to the West Coast.
Everything has to fit together, and the combination here does, which is why we're very proud to have this agreement, and we will do everything to implement it.
Alberta plans to submit its official proposal with a route by Canada Day, and Ottawa commits to naming it as a project in the national interest by October. Shovels could be in the ground by fall 2027, with oil flowing, optimistically, by 2033. That all depends on a few things.
The engagement's already begun, and as soon as the project submission happens after July 1st, then that triggers formal consultation, which will also begin in earnest.
Coastal First Nations have already opposed the deal, and next door, BC's Premier says it's time to stop rewarding bad behavior. David Eby adds it cannot be the case that the projects that get prioritized in Canada are those where a premier threatens to leave the country. It's all a moot point if the province can't find an investor.
The expectation is that that will be the case.
You need political will to have any hope of success, but it doesn't guarantee success by any stretch. What matters is what's going on in the marketplace. Right now, there is no proponent because there is no private sector company who sees that as where they want to direct their attention. These other companies are all doing other pipeline things.
There are also still environmental concerns.
And I think a lot of Canadians will be disappointed when they realize what we're sacrificing in order to have this sort of short-term feel-good project.
Climate groups are already against more energy development. They're now also concerned about a lowered emissions goal that they believe makes Canada's 2050 net zero target impossible.
We need to deal with the climate challenge now because we're seeing the impacts of it. The carbon tax that was on industrial polluters was one of the best tools that we had.
Tim Brooke, CTV News, Calgary.
A court ruling that struck down a major Alberta separation petition this week is sparking a wider constitutional clash. The Premier says she's not backing down, but legal experts say it could be an uphill battle. Mark Villani reports.
Alberta's Premier is firing back at a King's Bench judge.
It's anti-democratic, and we think it's an error in law.
A ruling made by Justice Shayna Leonard this week found the province failed to properly consult First Nations, effectively quashing an Alberta separation petition with more than 300,000 signatures.
The judgment itself has much, much broader implications for our citizens' initiative process, and we think that's the reason it needs to be challenged.
Speaking on Alberta Primetime, the deputy leader of Alberta's NDP disagrees.
She has a right to appeal the decision, not to use taxpayer dollars necessarily to do that, but she may do that legally. But this is not undemocratic.
Smith told reporters Friday all legal options are on the table, and she hasn't ruled out the use of the notwithstanding clause. But experts say that's just not possible in this case.
Because Section 33 applies to the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and treaty rights and Indigenous rights fall outside the Charter.
Others say any referendum on secession must stand alone or it will add confusion.
They want to mix up that with 9 other questions. And one of them will be, by the way, do you want to change your country?
Prime Minister Carney said his government has a fundamental responsibility to judge the clarity of any referendum question as well.
What is crucial is that all rights are respected through this process, any democratic process, the right to privacy, Indigenous rights.
But Sturgeon Lake and Mikisew Cree Nation want the Prime Minister to do more, saying in an open letter Friday, our nations have had enough. We call on you, the Prime Minister, to withhold support for investments, projects or MOUs in Alberta until the Premier clearly commits to rejecting any separatist referendum. Respect for treaty, stability and certainty must come first. Separatist groups, meanwhile, want the Premier to move ahead with a separation vote, arguing she has clear legal authority to do so under the Referendum Act.
It's time for Danielle Smith to cowboy up. She needs to stop talking about, court decisions being anti-democratic and stop talking about the Court of Appeal coming to save her.
And what will she do if this goes all the way to the Supreme Court of Canada?
We honor those rulings, and that's what I think we have to understand.
Mark Villani, CTV News, Calgary.
Legal experts say a court battle all the way to the Supreme Court could take months or years. 5 men are charged after a kidnapping related to an extortion scheme. Police say the victim was kidnapped at gunpoint on the evening of May 6th from a home in Edmonton and driven to Calgary, where he was taken to a friend's home in the northeast neighborhood of Cityscape. They were trying to get the victim's friend, the target of the extortion, to leave, and after the friend said no, the victim was assaulted. The wife of the victim's friends contacted police after she was threatened with a firearm. The kidnapped victim was eventually driven back to Edmonton and released the following day.
I truly believe that as we continue to dismantle the traditional methods that we've seen, they're trying to be creative and find alternative methods to do this. No matter the method, we'll investigate the same way, and we will dismantle and break apart what's happening.
4 men face several charges, including kidnapping with a firearm and assault with a weapon. Police are still searching for a 5th person, 29-year-old Gagandeep Singh, in connection to the kidnapping. 4 people were sent to hospital after a shooting and crash in Airdrie early this morning. RCMP were called to Bayside Boulevard Southwest at about 6 a.m. Police say people in the vehicle were in an altercation involving several other vehicles and several shots were fired. They believe the shooting was targeted and there is no risk to the public. The victims suffered non-life-threatening injuries. A popular area for Crown Land camping near Sundre is closed because of a wildfire. The wildfire is spreading rapidly, so campers and backcountry users have been told to get out. RCMP have set up blockades. Residents in the area have been told to prepare for a possible evacuation. The wildfire is estimated to be more than 1,000 hectares in size. A Calgary animal rescue is caring for 16 cats rescued from a hoarding situation near Cardston. 3 of those cats gave birth to several kittens on Mother's Day. Positive Match Rescue Foundation is a no-kill animal shelter that saves dogs and cats from urgent life-threatening situations. They got a surprise last Friday when the cats, in rough shape, came from a home that was being condemned. Another organization, the Canadian Animal Task Force, removed a total of about 40 cats from the home. The cats have extensive medical needs, including dental work.
Not only are we spaying and neutering them, but majority of them are gonna need dentals. And a couple of them did come with some upper respiratory virus symptoms, but we've been able to give them meds and get that cleared up. So they're actually all doing very well, all things considered.
Expenses will be between $2,000 and $3,000 per cat. To help with financial donations or to volunteer or foster, go to positivematch.org. Police are investigating the case. Meteorologist Danielle Savoni's here with our first look at the weather. Danielle, we should be bracing for rain or snow depending where we're going to be in the region this long weekend.
Yeah, and the dividing line really looks to be QE2 Highway 2. So along that highway, we're looking at a rain and wet snow mix. Off to the west, yep, all snow. And then off to the east, mainly rainfall. So for Calgary specifically, a rain and wet snow mix tonight through tomorrow morning. It will start to clear out later in the afternoon, and we may even get some sunny breaks by about 4 p.m. Check out the temperature, just a high of 4 degrees. This will be the coldest day of long weekend and the coldest day of the next 10 days, because then we start to climb up in temperature. I'll have those details coming up for you.
All right, thanks very much, Danielle. Albertans are making their way to campgrounds across the province. As Moses Waldo reports, campers aren't letting anything get in their way, even if Mother Nature has other plans.
A final safety check, and Colin Peter is ready for what this Victoria Day long weekend has in store.
Well, as a traditional Albertan, I think we've come to terms with the fact that May long is always a crapshoot.
This weekend's forecast does not bring ideal camping weather, just par for the course, according to Peter.
If you don't wake up and there isn't a couple inches of snow on the ground, you don't feel like you've earned your camping stripes.
It's what many campers are willing to go through. Austin Nealon will do whatever it takes to get out of the city this weekend.
Yesterday was pretty brutal. It was about, I'd say, around 80-kilometer wind gusts. As you can see, our shelter up there it was pretty bad to get that going. It took probably around 2 hours to get it all set up. But once we got the wind shelter set up, we're pretty good.
Keeping up a family tradition of camping on the May long weekend.
When I was a kid, my mom used to take me out every single summer for 10 days straight. So it was we used to do that every single year, and I'm just trying to pass that down to my family now.
Even the elements are no match for Luke Morgan and his family, who emigrated from Wales 3 years ago and now live in Cochrane.
You know, it was pretty long winter, so it's just nice to get out with the family and enjoy the weather and the mountains and the river and everything. It's great.
Avid campers, the Morgans couldn't wait to use their new trailer.
Yeah, we feel like we're kind of prepared if any kind of bad weather come in. You know, we got a good 4x4. We have got some warm clothes for the evenings and that kind of stuff. And like I said, we're not too far from home.
McLean Creek says that they are at near capacity and any campsite cancellations are quickly being snatched up, proving Albertans are willing to go through whatever Mother Nature throws at them, even if they can only enjoy a few hours of sun.
We're banking on probably some bad weather along the way, but like I said, we always hope for just a couple hours of good sun. We'll be fine.
Moses Waldo, CTV News, K-Country.
A teenage girl recovering from a serious assault got some support today. Coming up, Red Deer rallies for Ryland.
You're watching CTV News, Calgary.
There was a rally in downtown Red Deer today to support a 14-year-old girl. She was badly beaten this week with potential long-term injuries. Video of the attack was posted online. As Naharim Issa reports, youth violence in Red Deer is sparking an outcry for change.
It's overwhelming, but it's really nice to see how many people in this community care.
Stephanie Rempel says it's been quite the week as her daughter, Ryland Briston, recovers from serious injuries.
Very traumatic, to be honest, from the moment I seen her on the ground to the hospital visit to the eye doctor specialist this morning. The whole experience has been very, very traumatic and hard on me. I'm trying to stay strong for my daughter, but it's mentally exhausting.
On Monday, RCMP responded to an assault at a field in the Lancaster area. Video of the teen being attacked circulated online. Today, dozens gathered outside the Red Deer courthouse to call for an end to bullying and to show support to the family. Many showed up wearing blue, Ryland's favorite color.
Well, there's a lot of times where, I don't know, the sky calms me, and I thought of that, so that's from what I would think.
2 14-year-olds have been arrested and charged in the attack. Now, Red Deer Public Schools says that they're looking at possible expulsion for the 2 accused. Now, as for Ryland, her mom says that she is going to be staying home for the rest of the school year for at-home learning and that she will do the same for next year. Naranisa, CTV News, Red Deer.
Alberta Health is advising the public about a possible exposure to measles in Calgary. Someone who was infected was at the Super 8 Hotel in Shaughnessy from May 7th to 10th. Anyone who is in public areas on the main floor could have been exposed. Alberta continues to refocus healthcare, and it means the ambulances you are used to seeing will soon change. A new branding campaign was unveiled today. In 2025, the province began dismantling Alberta Health Services, and the team in charge of emergency medical care outside of hospitals was temporarily named Emergency Health Services. It is now called Alta Paramedic Health. Adding the new name and logo to all 764 vehicles is expected to take years. 4,200 staff members are expected to get new blue uniforms by January 2027.
A new name signaling a new era.
It signifies the modernization of our organization and our renewed commitment to Alberta and to the people and partners under this new banner.
Critics say the new brand does nothing to address the same old problems Albertans have highlighted for years, including staffing shortages and unavailable ambulances. Granary Road, just south of Calgary, is hosting its first ever Kite Festival this long weekend. Organizers say it's a fun family event that celebrates the sky above the park. 17 professional kite flyers will host a number of exhibitions over 2 days for people to see what's possible with a kite. Bud Taylor will host workshops for people of all ages to learn how to build your own kites. He says it's good for parents to have their kids learn how to fly at a young age.
Well, it's good to get a hands-on. I like to take people out and show them the different kites, single line and dual line, and how to attach the flight lines to those kites and how to make the bridle adjustments to them. It's very simple.
Kite Fest runs Saturday and Sunday at Granary Road. Kites will fly between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. when the weather permits. And we'll all be keeping an eye on the weather this weekend. Some precipitation is on the way for most regions. Danielle Savoni will be back here in a moment with her full Skywatch forecast.
All right, before we get into talking about all the messy stuff, let's first talk temperature. Earlier this week, we had daytime highs in the 20s in Calgary. Today, we got up to 13 degrees. Tomorrow, we'll be lucky to get to 4. So yes, huge temperature drop for tomorrow. 18 was the high in Brooks today, 17 Lethbridge and Medicine Hat. And it was certainly windy. 40 to 50 kilometer per hour gusts in the far south for tomorrow. For Calgary, Brooks areas, we're looking at calmer winds tomorrow. All right, so we had this instability earlier today, and this was part of the first system. So the system we dealt with earlier this week with the core of it off into Manitoba. It's a huge upper level low, and it's forcing air up. And so we've been getting this convective, isolated showers earlier today. We even saw in the city showers, thunderstorm activity, wet snow, and grapple, which looks like hail, but you could squish it. It's like a little mini snowball. Okay, so we've already had that. This is system number 2 that's rolling in. So tonight through tomorrow is when we're looking at the bulk of this, and for many cases and many communities, very heavy snow. High elevations will see a lot of snowfall from this because it will be consistent and the temperature will be cold the entire time and below that freezing mark. Calgary, basically all along Highway 2 and up QE2, Calgary included in this, will be right on the edge of that wet snow development because we'll be hovering around that freezing mark. So we'll get some wet snow. We'll also get some rain all along the highway. And to the west, it will be mainly a snow event. All right, and then it slumps down towards Pincher Creek, Crowsnest Pass later in the day tomorrow. Okay, so when does this clear out? Well, it clears out of Calgary for late tomorrow afternoon. And then on Sunday, Sunday's fairly stable. Temperatures will be able to climb. We'll get some sunny breaks, but by the supper hours, certainly the chance of thunderstorm or shower activity. Let's talk about how much snow we could get. Again, we're on the line here on the highway. So 3 to 5 centimeters of wet snow combined with rainfall. Banff Townsite, Canmore, 5 to 10 centimeters of that wet snow, and higher elevations, 20 to 30 centimeters. Yeah, that's a lot for this time of year especially. Okay, when we look at rainfall, this is encompassing the whole weekend. Here's what can give you an idea of how much rain you can expect in your community Saturday through Sunday, mainly isolated for areas off to the east. Okay, longer range forecast, just a high 4 for Calgary for tomorrow. Again, 2 to 4 millimeters of rain likely, 3 to 5 centimeters of snow, mainly throughout tonight and tomorrow morning, and then starting to clear out in the afternoon. Sunday, a good chance of a late day shower. 10 degrees is the high, so it's an improvement, and then 14 and mainly sunny, so quite nice on Monday.
Thank you, Danielle. An Alberta program is helping women and girls buck tradition by launching their careers in a fast-rising rodeo sport. Riders start training on a bucking machine at Women's Only Ranch Bronc School before switching to a wildly kicking horse with the goal of holding on for 8 seconds. Women's Ranch Bronc Championships started in the United States in 2016 due to demand from females wanting to participate in men's bronc events. The sport is rapidly gaining popularity in Canada, Australia, Europe, and Mexico. While this school near Cochrane aims to launch some athletic careers, some people who take it don't intend to compete. Their goal is to improve confidence and make everyone feel empowered.
You just broke up with someone. It could be like anything. Some of us have kids, like you got a lot of stuff going on, or just your self-image is a huge one, right? So, and a lot of that stuff will come out when they're getting on a horse.
The women's ranch bronc season kicked off today with the Bighorn Stampede in Caroline. The Canadian finals are in Cochrane, June 27th. McMahon Stadium will be the site of a CFL preseason action on Victoria Day. Still to come, fans will be watching the Stamps quarterback position closely. The Canmore Eagles run at the Centennial Cup in Prince Edward Island is over. The AJHL champs went up against the Toronto Patriots in a quarterfinal today, but lost 7-3. The Centennial Cup winner will be determined Sunday. The Calgary Stampeders take to the field for their first preseason game on Monday. They host the defending Grey Cup champs, the Saskatchewan Roughriders. As Glenn Campbell reports, expect to see a lot of the backup quarterbacks in action.
Stampeders quarterback Josh Love got a pleasant surprise just before the start of training camp. PJ Walker decided to walk away from the game, propelling Love into the backup role.
Credit to PJ, great career, better human being. It was great to be around him. I actually met him a couple years ago. I was in the same room for a really brief time with Carolina, but just a great dude. But no, man, I'm no matter if I'm starting or backup or whatever on the depth chart, I'm always competing. I'm always trying to prepare like I'm the starter.
A lot of things changed for Love coming into camp. Not only is he the front runner to back up Vernon Adams, he's also switched numbers from 16 to 12. Love says he's learning a lot from those around him.
I take one day at a time and, try to soak in all the information I can from Vernon. And, I mean, he's been here 10 plus years in this league. So, and obviously we have such a great staff with the history with Dave and Pat does a fantastic job. And now adding Jarius to the quarterback room and, but just trying to soak up all the information I can.
When head coach and general manager Dave Dickinson found out about Walker, he didn't push the panic button and go out and get another quarterback. He has faith in Love and wants him to step up into the backup role.
He still hasn't played a lot, and, I do want to see, an opportunity, certainly a better opportunity, but he should have come in ready to rock, and he did. I would like to see, from all our guys, in and out of the huddle quicker, processing the defenses quicker.
Love will likely see a lot of action in the preseason game against the Riders, and he says he's ready for it.
Trust the process, trust my preparation, trust the coaching staff, the points they give us, and just trust the system to go out and play ball.
Glenn Campbell, CTV Sports, Calgary.
Love is battling rookies Ben Woodridge and Jacoby Criswell for the backup job. Well, thank you very much for joining us tonight. We hope you have a safe and enjoyable Victoria Day long weekend. Good night.